Ukraine's Besieged Farmers Worry Warfare Time Harvest. Hell, MYKOLAIV. Ukraine as 10 meters excessive mounds of sunflower meal smolder some of the blackened ruins of certainly one of Ukraine's pinnacle agricultural terminals. Farmers on this frontline region are scrambling to live on a harvest underneath Russian fire. They see Russia's shelling of the Nika Terra port facility within the southern town of Mykolaiv on June 4 as simply the most dramatic instance of a wider attack on a pillar of Ukraine's financial system and the world's. Agriculture is one of the few commercial enterprise sectors this is working of direction they need to damage it. They want to end this flow of profits into the U.S.A. Farmer Volodymyr Onishchuk said near a pile of Russian shell casings on his 2,000-hectare wheat and sunflower maintaining near Mykolaiv. Crops might be at risk of hearth due to shelling, he said, and that might be hell for farmers when the harvest season begins in coming weeks. Asked how Mykolaiv farmers plan to lessen publicity to Russian actions, he said, "Let us just live on until the subsequent harvest." Since Russia's February 24 invasion of Ukraine, the sector's fourth biggest grains exporter, Kyiv has repeatedly accused Russia of attacking infrastructure and agriculture to provoke an international food crisis and strain the West. Moscow, which calls its conflict a unique military operation, blames Western sanctions and sea mines laid by using Ukraine for the drop in meals exports and growing worldwide costs. Port Attack 5 shells hit a cluster of warehouses and grain conveyor belts on the Nika Terra plant, rendering certainly one of Ukraine's largest agricultural terminals not able to load or dump ships, local officials said. The blasts triggered an excessive hearth in sunflower meal stores. These had been nonetheless smoldering in the course of a quick press tour on Sunday. Separate grain elevators on the website have been untouched. They are seeking to undermine food safety worldwide, said Georgy Reshetylov, first deputy head of the Mykolaiv Army Nearby administration. The region's agricultural facilities have suffered an expected 34 billion hryvnia, $16 billion, well worth of losses, he said. Sites hit encompass a big manufacturer of tomato pulp and a huge wide variety of farms. Shelling is feeding fear throughout a quarter already hamstrung by using Russia's blockade of the Black Sea, the primary course for Ukraine's widespread agricultural exports. Combine harvester operators are leery of bringing their equipment to the location, fearing shelling alongside and feasible mines and munitions in the fields, farmers stated. Some grain investors are reluctant to even buy shares from farmers, fearing they may endure responsibility if their storage facilities are finally attacked. Nobody can guarantee the protection of this harvest in a time of conflict, stated Reshetylov. Supplies of fertilizer are strolling low, and without buyers for grain exports, farmers stated they could warfare to raise budget to buy extra elements, even supposing they have been available. Fuel has gone up. Fertilizer fees are insane. I don't realize how we are going to work subsequent year, said Valentin Matvienko, who runs a farm near Bashtanka, round 60 kilometers northeast of Mykolaiv metropolis wherein a few land is within range of Russian artillery. Some investors are imparting wheat prices that have been one-third of pre-war highs, he said. Our economic assets are dwindling. We've put the entirety into this harvest, he said. Sea blockade few within the region preserve out hope that diplomatic efforts will unblock the Black Sea. They said a few convoys of ships would not even dent the volumes that need to be exported, and it isn't always within your budget to send the identical grain via street. Additional grain garage in and round Mykolaiv has been ruled out because of the chance of shelling, Mayor Alexander Senkevich informed. Instead, the focus is on building facilities toward the Romanian border in which river delivery is an option. The regional administration stated it is looking at municipal and communal in preference to non-public storage. The national government, meanwhile, is in search of to simplify export strategies and is presenting farmers interest-free loans. Some are skeptical of kingdom intervention. The first-rate assist of the authorities isn't always to do anything. Enterprise will discover a manner to export the grain, Mayor Senkevich stated. After spraying fertilizer on a discipline of younger sunflowers, tractor driving force Vasil Boyko, 38, said he does not consider an answer might be located unless Ukraine pushes lower back Russian forces and the West opens trade corridors inside the Black Sea. We do not want phrases, we want weapons, he said. $1 equals 29.2500 hryvnias.